Good, how are you?
Doing well. How you been?
Good. Yeah, I was really surprised.
Did my attorney call you to get the payoff stuff yet?
No.
Okay.
Well, you emailed me, and I sent you the letter.
Yeah, you sent me that one. I didn't know if he called you and got an update because he's gonna get the. You're here all week, right?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. Go ahead. He's got to get the trust documents, which I'm sure you have access to those.
I've got copies. I don't have the originals with me, but I've got copies. Yeah.
Okay, and let me see. In a trust, let me think. A trust is not filed, so you don't need that, do you?
No, it wasn't filed. I've got the POA for my mother, and that was filed with the clerk of court.
Yeah, you got to file those. Those are cool. So my attorney need that, and that was filed in Forsyth County.
Yeah.
And then, do you know who the original attorney that drew up the?
His name is Mark Ingersoll.
Oh, Ingersoll.
Yeah, he's down.
Yeah, he's
near Sam's down there.
He's still operating.
Yeah.
So if my attorney did need the original or a certified copy, he could probably
get it from him.
Perfect.
But like I said, I've got copies with me.
Okay. Yeah, if you have.
If I had thought about it, I would have brought the originals, but I just didn't.
Do you the copies you have, is that your only copy?
No.
So
copies I have in case I need.
Perfect.
Them.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I'll take a copy with me.
Well, I don't have it in the car with me.
Oh, okay.
At my parents' house.
Okay.
But yeah, I have access. Or I could even drop it off somewhere today if I need to.
I'll text you my attorney's address.
Okay.
It's downtown on Marshall Street, 112 Marshall Street.
Okay, yeah, I can run down there.
Right
and
next to the
whatever he needs.
Right next to the U-Haul place on Marshall Street.
Okay, I think I know where that is. Yeah, vaguely.
Yeah.
Long time since I've been down there.
Cool. So that's that crack we gotta fix. Man, this is gonna be a big job. I'm buying another. As soon as I leave here, gotta go to closing. I'm buying another house. I think it's cool.
This could be such a nice house.
It is.
It probably was. It was brand new.
It's gonna be.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a nice house. I promise you to send you pictures.
Come see it when you finish.
Oh yeah, do that too. It'd be cool. I'm excited.
Yeah,
she didn't.
That stick down there.
Oh yeah. This is pretty cool. This is our first. I think this is probably the biggest obstacle, is the outside, because you got to show off the 5 acres.
Yeah.
Right. Even though, I think Francis said one of the neighbors even contacted him and was like, "Oh, I want."
This older gentleman that lives right down here was out in the driveway talking to him and Hector when Hector came.
Yeah, heck yeah.
That first time, and then he contacted somebody about wanting to buy it or something.
Yeah, he was like, I think the guy back here wants to buy the whole pond too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and we were like, kind of doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense for us to do it because the feature in the house is it has the pond. Yeah. But if you want the pond, it's going to be a premium.
Yeah.
Because I got to sell it without the pond and take away some acreage.
You don't have access anymore.
Yeah. It's kind of something you can look at and not touch.
Oh crap! I didn't even know that. Looks like an old filter they left down here.
Probably works. So I was doing some.
I had a way to get that to my mother's house.
Yeah, anything you want, just let me know. I mean, I don't need a tiller, that's for sure. I was doing some numbers on the deal, and I think there's a way that we can get, and I don't know if it interests you, because how much are you going to walk away with from this deal?
$10,000-$12,000. I mean, not much.
So there's a way I can do it, and it adds an extra $5,000 at closing. So basically what it would do is we would close on the property like on schedule, and obviously money costs me money.
Yeah.
So what I can do is pass on my savings if we go this route, and you can walk away with an extra $5,000. And here's what kind of it looks like. We would close on the property, everything is fine. We will keep the mortgage in place for 5 months. So the only people that wouldn't get paid yet is Wells Fargo.
Yeah.
Would pay the mortgage for 5 months while we renovate it, and then we would sell it, and that's when we would pay off. Pay off. So obviously Wells Fargo doesn't give a crap.
Yeah.
And
as long as they're getting paid, they don't care.
Yeah, yeah. So that would put an extra $5,000 because that would save me from putting up put that part. But it's something for you to think about.
I'll consider that. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, like I said, it changes nothing in the paperwork.
Yeah.
Literally, what happens, and I'm not an attorney, but what happens is basically the house is already in a trust. It goes into a new trust. You're still the beneficiary of the trust. That's Francis, I hope, because if not, that's a big deer.
I was supposed to say, there's either a deer down there or your guy's down there.
So what happens is, and it's because this is a safeguard, because we do this. Like I bought 2 properties last month just like this. What happens is, basically the property is going to go from one trust into a new trust, right? And the trust is actually going to have you as the beneficiary. So what happens, the reason why we do that is to protect you. So if we default, which we never do,
I'm not worried about
it would automatically go back to you with the improvements. No, we don't have to
whatever
sign.
was done at that time. Or
correct. But
I'll think about that.
Yeah, let me know. I mean, I can have my attorney explain it probably better. But basically, you, because I'm saving money, you would be able to save money. I mean, you would be able to make more money. Because I either gotta pay a private guy, or pass on the cost. Because I mean, even though we keep X amount of dollars on hand, we always use private money just because it costs, 8%. That's free money basically. And so, but we'll renovate this with our own cash. So we always renovate with our own money. Yeah, think about it. I think when do we have when is the closing scheduled?
I hadn't heard it. It was supposed to be either Thursday or Friday, but
okay.
Francis was going to call me, I guess.
Okay.
Once he knew what was going on with the wall.
I just got so much closings. I got one today, one tomorrow. What's today? Wednesday?
Yeah, today's Wednesday.
Wednesday. I know I have one tomorrow because I sent the wire already. So I can't wait. I think that might have been a deer because I don't see Francis.
Yeah, I would say I don't see any people, so I'm thinking that was a deer.
Yeah, I can't wait to bring the producers to this property and be like, check it out.
It's got some potential.
It's got a lot of potential. I mean, everybody's seen those TV shows. You just got to be able to vision it. Like, you got to be able to look past what the current state is and know that once you start tearing the kitchen down, you're going to see a big improvement.
Yeah.
I mean, that kitchen already has like an open concept. So
it's funny how that has become popular again.
The open concept kitchen?
It's like,
because it was popular when this was built, right?
Yeah.
When was this built? In the
like 80s?
Yep.
Yeah, early 80s.
Yep.
Anyway.
So it's now a trend again to have just a wide open kitchen.
Yeah.
I think
like my wife and I've been looking at vacation houses, basically, and that it's funny how the old houses people are interested in for that because they have that open concept again.
And be honest with you, when we buy a house, if it's not open concept, we tear a wall down and make it open concept because it's just so popular now. And then it's a flow of the house too, and it makes the house look so much bigger.
Yeah.
Because before the 80s, before the late, they wanted to separate the kitchen from the entire house.
Yeah.
And now that's not the thing anymore.
Which makes sense because the kitchen's sort of the social center of your house anyway.
Most people, if you're cooking.
Yeah.
So you said did you say your mom was in good health? I can't remember what.
Physically, she's in good health. She's got maybe a little dementia starting. So she's got some mental problems, basically.
Okay.
But physically,
she's excellent.
Healthy as she's ever been.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
We all get old.
Sometimes I'll be honest, sometimes I don't know if it's because I'm doing too much sometimes, but sometimes I'll go to do something on the computer and I'll just forget. Or I'll try to think of a person's name to look them up in my contact and I completely cannot remember.
And it's frustrating because it's like there and you just can't quite get
And then I just think, I said, how bad I'm gonna be when I get 65. This is gonna be terrible. So I really sometimes truly worry. Let me see if Will has seen everything he needs to see with Francis. Did you go inside yet, Francis?
We're waiting for Angie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she got caught in the traffic. Road work on Fry Bridge.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I avoided that.
Yeah. She didn't know about it, so she's sitting up there waiting, and she just called. She said she didn't have to go.
Yeah. I'm Johnny.
I'm Will.
It's cleared out pretty well.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Yeah.
My God, she worked hard.
Yeah, I know.
My God, you had the whip out.
He said,
I'm surprised that she did such a good job so quickly. I figured it'd be a lot harder.
Did she already have a place where she knew she was going?
Well, they don't really have a house they were moving into yet.
Yeah.
They own that airsoft business.
Yeah, you were telling me that. Yeah.
I guess there's a trailer there. They're going to stay there until
for a
they
while.
find a house to buy or rent. So I don't know what they did.
So they had to do a lot of downsizing with stuff.
Yeah, so they threw a lot of stuff away, but
because they had a huge dumpster out here.
Put a bunch of stuff in storage somewhere or something. So.
Probably for the business.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, it was good seeing you again.
Likewise, and I'll shoot you. I'll shoot you a text.
Okay.
I gotta get to that closer.
Thanks.
What are you doing? You gonna go with me to the billboard meeting?
Yeah, let's go. Let me drop this car,
And meet me at the office.
and then I'll take the truck
Okay.
to the office.
All right.
Okay.
Yes, sir. We'll be in touch.
All right. Good seeing you again.
All right, so that deal right there, and what you've seen is an interchange of one of my cash buyers, Will. He's great, and you got to see the seller at the house at the same time. It's not as an awkward situation as you do. You're the person that sets the expectations for the seller, so that they know what to expect and how you explain. And I told him, I said, listen, it's a big project. Will goes sometimes 50-50 with me. So we need to, he's gonna come in and look and, decide if he wants to go and partner with me, which is true. Will's got he owns a nice salvage company. So he can either take the full assignment or we'll go 50-50 on a deal, but I think Will wants to take the assignment. And it's a good $30,000 assignment because it's a huge property. It's a $405,000, ARV 410. It's got 5 acres, a pool and a pond. But that's how you navigate having the buyer and the seller at the house at the same time. Your buyer's on your side. He knows he knows exactly what's happening. So he knows how to play his role while he's there at the house. We don't talk price or anything at the house. He already has all that information. So I got a couple more things to do. I got to go send a wire for the house, the $43,500. You guys know that property. And then I got a meeting with a billboard company on purchasing some billboards. And then I got another house to go look at later with Francis. So adventurous day. See you guys in a few.
This is the problem here.
Mm-hmm. Made them stop in their sheets.
No. Yeah.
They had to stop.
Yeah.
2007.
2007.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. Then you're dealing with the city.
That's negotiating room for us.
Huh?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I know the city has to prove it.
For inspection.
I know.
Right.
I know.
Yeah. Then you're getting for You have to hire a general contractor. He gets 20% of the top of whatever the project costs. And then, you know, I mean, you're talking about a major budget now here. And this is stupid. I don't know why they left the door to the basement and all the windows open so that water's been going down there.
For instance, there's not much to look at. It's a dead deal. He's got a HELOC that you can't really negotiate out of.
You're right.
Unless this guy owns his house free and clear, that's the only way he can make a deal. And everything will be based on the contingency of what the city says we can and can't do. A HELOC is basically a home equity line of credit on a property. So he probably inherited, owned it free and clear, started doing renovations on it, and then at least what we can see, 2007, he had an inspection that said you basically got to stop progress. I'm gonna jump on the phone and see if I can call the person. This is a $60,000 rehab. I mean, I can get it done fast because it's already gutted.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But let's jump on the phone and see what he wants to say.
Hello.
Hey, is this Christopher?
Yeah.
Hey, Christopher, this is Max. I'm actually calling from High Point in North Carolina.
Yeah.
You were talking to my assistant Paul about a property you own here on Sherbrooke.
Yeah.
I just went inside. I see that I did read the notes that it's stripped down. Did you try to did you start the rehab and then the city put a pause to it? Is that what happened?
No, they didn't stop it. We just didn't do it because we ended up not moving there.
Oh, okay. So you bought the property with intentions to move here. Okay, I understand.
Originally we were gonna redo it and move into it, but then my wife got a job offer that we couldn't turn down, so we ended up moving to Virginia instead.
Okay.
And I just never did anything with it, and didn't really think I had a time limit on dealing with it, and but they apparently the loan I was told was a 10-year fix, but it was actually ballooned. So now we just have it. I don't have 100% of the cash to do it. I can get most of it together, but they want the whole thing or nothing. So
so you got like
looking at different options for.
You got like a HELOC or something on it?
Yeah, it's a HELOC, but it's in first position. There's only one loan in it.
Got it.
I don't know what the payoff is right now. I'd have to call them and ask them, but it's more than what I'm sure any investor will be interested in paying. I'm just looking to see if it's enough to put it together with cash. I have to get rid of it.
Yeah. How much do you think you got in it all together? I mean, you're talking 100,000 HELOC or?
Yeah, I mean it's at least that. I'm not sure what the payoff is. I have to call them and find out. Like I said.
Got it. Okay. Have you dealt with any of the code violations from the city of High Point on it?
The only code violations that we have that I'm aware of is the grass and the car that's in the carport. I'm not sure they can even enforce that, but it's not ours. One of the neighbors put it there. So
that's crazy.
I don't have any idea where it came from.
Makes sense. Yeah.
So that we'll just have somebody haul that off. But the other one is the yard, which I have supposed to be a guy that's coming over there to clean the entire thing up.
Okay. Well, get him out here by the 29th because you got a new notice in the front yard that says you have till June 29th or they're going to fine you again. And I know I got a little piece of land all over the county, and sometimes I miss a property and they hit me with that $380 to mow a quarter acre. Okay.
Yeah, no, we're having it not only mowed. My father was mowing it, but he's not able to do it. But we're not only having it mowed, we're having all the We're having the tree out of the front yard. We're having all the back cleared. They're
Okay.
gonna come in there with a backhoe and all that stuff, and
Got it. Do you think
completely clear it out.
Do you think the bank would negotiate the HELOC any, or you don't want to do that?
I don't know. They might, but I'm not really interested in that because of what I need to do with my business.
No, I understand. You know, I mean, sometimes it's not. It might negatively affect your credit score. You don't want to do that.
Right. Yeah. If it's paid off, if it's shown as paid off, zero balance, the small amount of damage that's already been done will go away pretty quickly.
Okay.
If it's negotiated for a reduced rate, it'll be there for a lot longer time.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you're saying you would put up cash, including with the cash an investor would give you to try to pay it off, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, shit, that hurts.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is.
Yeah.
The other option I have is I have a family member who's interested in just fixing it up and making some money off of it as well. So I mean that's an option also, but I don't know if that's going to work out or not.
Okay. How much when is your HELOC due? Do you have that date?
Well, it's already ballooned. It's behind right now.
Okay.
The
Got
only way
it.
I'll ever get them to do any negotiating would be, to let the payments go behind a little bit.
Makes sense. Yeah, that's for sure.
If it's paid up and current, they won't negotiate.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, I guess the only option I can do is maybe see what I can really get, what it would cost me to finish it, and then what the neighborhood would bring. And
yeah, the neighborhood's anywhere between, for an untouched house, original interior, which are awful.
yeah.
Because the layouts are so bad. The reason we tore everything out of there is because we were gonna rearrange the layout.
Mm-hmm.
But a house that has not been updated, 115, probably 110, 115. Updated homes like the one across the street that's been completely remodeled, 160s, high 150s. So you got that kind of range to work with.
Yeah. I'm showing the most recent sale was directly across the street, and it went for 130. No, sorry, that's the wrong one. It's like four.
Yeah, the one directly across the street. I don't think it's changed hands.
Yeah, the one. I think it's 4 doors.
On the other corner that was painted and everything.
Yeah, the one 4 doors down sold last month around this time for 137, and it's 2,000 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. I just would have to see kind of. Yeah, I guess just let me do some number working. Because I think that's around the 135, 137 is what this house can maybe bring. I just got to see how much it costs to get it done. Really.
Yeah. Probably a little more than that. Depends on how you finish it out.
Yeah.
The one that was 4 doors down, 2,000 square feet, got to include some finished basement. None of those houses were that big.
Yeah. It's the address on it if you want to check it out.
16 and change. Up on the upper floor.
Okay. Yeah, so there is you can check it out. 511 Sherbrooke, which is I think 3 doors down. That's the most recent comparable sale.
Okay.
But let me do some workings and talk to my partner and see what we can do. I know the one 2 doors down is selling for 175, but it's 4-bedroom, 4-bath at 2,700 square feet. Now that's got to include the whole freaking house on that one.
Yeah, they're probably counting basically.
Yeah. Okay. So let me do some numbers and give me a couple days and I'll just try to reach out to you.
Okay.
I appreciate your time, brother.
All right.
Bye-bye. So the problem with this deal is He owes about 100 grand or so on a HELOC. But he's willing, it sounds like he's willing to put up 50 grand cash to get the deal done. But even if you buy it at 50, and let's say conservatively, you can get it done for 45, which you can't. You're still, the only way it'd be worth it, and that's why I was asking him if his HELOC was current. If his HELOC was current, keep the HELOC in place. If you got 9 months, 6 months, let us rehab it, and then it's worth it, right? We'll pay the loan payment, we'll rehab it, and then we'll sell it. But with that HELOC being so behind, they can make a move on that house any day.
So you think the HELOC was 100?
He said it.
Well, you're the one that said it. He said, yeah.
It's around, so you know it's at least 100, you know?
Because he said here that he was asking price 50 to 55.
Because he wants to put up the other money. He knows investor not going to spend the money on it.
Yeah.
Oh well, where's the next one? I've always been fascinated in owning some, but I know it's probably like heavily regulated and who you can get them from and all that type of stuff.
So, you know what we really are? I mean, technically, our company is, and we're a Hellbound investment company, but I mean, the talk is, and a lot of the other big companies, it's the, what is it, REIT, like a real estate investment
Yeah,
trust?
a REIT.
Yeah, a REIT. That's what basically we're going to become. Because if you think about it, what we are, billboards of property, real estate, we're renting out space. So, kind of not that different game than what you guys kind of play in.
Correct.
You play with the real estate.
It's no different other than you ain't got tenants and leaky plumbing and fix and all that stuff like that.
Well, we do have tenants and somebody written the billboard.
Correct.
And we have tree issues
Yeah.
and stuff like
That's
that,
true.
wind damage, so it's I never thought of that when I got into business, but I'm like, that's
Makes sense.
I mean, we have a real estate department.
Oh, absolutely. Because you guys got to acquire land and all that stuff. Maybe I'll probably be at my office. You just give me a call. We can just run by there.
Will do.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thanks for lunch.